I get asked all the time, how much money should I be spending on Facebook ads? It seems like a lot of money, but you need to pour at least $50 to $100 a day into it because this gives Facebook enough information to actually learn who your target audience is. In this video, I'll break down exactly why that is and some secret ad strategies that I use with my clients to make sure they're getting the best results possible. The reason most marketing companies are going to tell you that you need to spend a good amount of money is actually legit, okay? And I remember when I first heard it, I was like, all right, this sounds kind of like a scam. But essentially, you need to be spending enough money so that Facebook can show your ad to enough people. A big misconception that people have is that every time they get a lead, they're getting charged from Facebook. And that's because that's how Google works. That's how CPC works. That's not how Facebook works. Facebook is you give them $20, they're gonna show your ad to as many people as they can with that $20, as many qualified people as possible. And whether you get 10 leads or 20 leads or 0 leads, like you're still paying that money. So don't get hung up on that. But the reason that they say, well, you should be spending, $50 or $100 a day to start, so about $1,500 or $3,000 a month, is because you need to give Facebook enough data to figure out who the hell it's for. So when you're spending, just do a quick analogy here, you're spending $50 a day to show you, well, let's go even lower. You're only spending $10 a day to show that ad to people, which to me used to be a lot of money. I was like, $10 a day? That's a Chipotle every day. That's like going to Chipotle every day. When you do that, it can only show it to a few hundred people, if that, And so with that few hundred people, only a few of those are good quality. And most of them are bad quality because they didn't engage with the ad. And let's say 80%, let's say 20%, sorry. 20% are good quality. What it's going to do the next day with that $10 is it's going to try and find more people like this. That's what it's constantly doing, is trying to find more people like this. Well, guess what? It's already reaching people like that. Now it has a little bit more information to figure out who that is, but it's going to take a while for it to do that. So you're going to get another day of 20% good, 80% bad, and then so on and so forth. It's going to take it a lot longer to figure this out because it only has $10 to play with. The sample size is very small. And therefore, most of your leads, not even leads, people aren't even filling shit out at this point. Most of the people who see your ad are not even good. They're not even qualified. And Facebook wants you to spend more money. So its goal really is to make your ad as successful as possible. But it can only do that through a lot of testing. And I think what the general thing is like 50 actions in the first 7 days. If you get 50 of those. So if you're set for leads, you need to get 50 leads in those first 7 days. If it's website clicks, you need to get 50, and that completes the learning phase. So if Facebook's goal is to get you 50 leads before the week is over, the 10 days is over, to officially learn who the right people are, $10 is going to take a long time, and chances are you're not going to get that in those 7 days. Now, $50 is 5 times that, right? $100 is 10 times that. And so you can learn a lot quicker because, at the end of the 7 days, that ad is officially optimized. And now it's starting to show it to where you have 60% good and only 40% people are bad. And it took it 10 days to get there because it's constantly showing it to everybody and trying to figure it out. So the thing here is spend money on ads, set money aside, just before you even start running ads, like set a chunk of money aside and say, I'm going to lose this money. Hopefully I get leads. We will see. If you give that to an agency, your expectations should be a lot higher because they're doing it. But when you're doing it yourself, you still should spend a good amount of money, right? I'd say $1,500 to $3,000. Make sure the ROAS is there, and then pour more money into it. And that's what your ad agency should do. They say, hey, we're going to start with this. We're going to run these ads. We're going to split test. We're going to find the winners. We're going to make sure the leads are quality, and then we're going to turn this up. It's like a dial, right? If you get you put in $100 a day and you get 2 leads a day, you've got your dial going. You put $200 a day in, you should get 4 leads a day. It's math, and that's exactly how it works. But you have to play with it at first. You have to figure it out. You have to let Facebook learn who that ad is for. The other thing that I see a lot of times, it's like a little bonus tip. So how much you should spend on Facebook ads? $50 to $100 a day. As you're getting started, run it to a leads campaign, get a lead, go to a lead magnet or a website with a lead form, get the pixels set up so those conversions are tracked. With that, it's going to give Facebook enough data to know exactly who this is for, so that in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, the ad is still as profitable because it's already learned who's engaging with that, and it learns a lot faster. Bonus tip, when you set the ads, don't mess with it for a while. Give it some time to figure it out, because here's the thing. Most people back in the day, I remember these days of advertising, on Facebook, you had to go in and you had to say, okay, I want to reach people who own a home, who follow Kevin Hart on Facebook, who make over $50,000 a year, who have 3 kids and 2 dogs and shop at Petco on the weekends. And you had to go in and do all of those detailed targeting. That's dead. Facebook's goal is to put people like me out of business, because we're charging money in the middle to get these results. And do you know how much money Facebook could make if the business owner, if they're paying me $3,000 a month and $3,000 a month on ads, that's 6 total ad spend. If Facebook could make it so easy that the business owner could set it up and Facebook's algorithm just gets the results for them, that 6 is going directly to Facebook. Facebook's going to make way more money, especially ad agencies charge a retainer plus a percent of ad spend. So like 20% of ad spend plus a few thousand a month. Facebook's like, hey, if we can get them out of here, we can make way more. So you're going to see stuff like that, like the ad experts and stuff like that, trying to help you set it up. And what I'm getting at with that is, like, it's at the point now where you don't even have to target. You target your location and that's about it. Leave it. And somehow, without even putting in, I want homeowners, I want this, you're going to get qualified leads, because Facebook knows it knows through what you're saying in the ad, what the copy says. Like, it is very smart. So instead of beating your head on the wall, trying to figure out that side, the demographic side of it, put that time and energy into the creative, make something people actually want to watch, and then put enough money behind it so it has legs and it can reach people. If you need help with any of this, give me a call, book a discovery call, or join the Facebook group for pool contractors. Link for that's in the description. We'll talk soon.